Hey guys, it's Nick from Nintendo Dads. Have you ever looked at your cat and thought, man, I wish I could be a cat? Sit there, eat, sleep, and play, and anyways. Well, if you have ever thought that, well, holy cats, we have the game for you. It's called Cattails, and it is developed and published by Falcon Development. We want to give them a thanks for giving us a code so that we could get you fine folks a review. Now let's go find out what it's like to live a life of a cat. So in Cattails, you get to name your cat. You get to start out as a basic color, but don't worry, you can change both of those things for a few mews, which is the currency in Cattails, once you get started. You start out as a cute little kitten who gets picked up by an adorable little girl, and you go home and start living a wonderful life, until one day, Mom becomes unhappy with you as a kitten. Not really certain why, I missed that part in the story. She throws you in the car, drives you down a country road, and unfortunately, as you can probably imagine the story going, throws you out of that car and drives off. And sad little you sits out in the middle of a field, not sure what to do as you just left your comfy, cozy home. So as you start your life as a feral cat, you'll have to choose a colony. That colony will give you a simple den and also give you some protection from other cats like these right there. You will have to fight to protect your colony's territory and also fight to expand your colony's territory if you so choose. You don't have to, but you can if you want. The one thing you do have to do in Cattails, and quite frankly, I think it's really the only thing you have to do, is hunt or forage. You can be a vegetarian cat if you want to, so that you can eat. So you either have to hunt for mice, rabbits, and squirrels, and all other kinds of birds, or you can forage for berries and licorice and other things like that you can eat. So either way, you have to find some way to feed yourself. As you can see, I'm down to 14% on my hunger meter. When my hunger meter gets to 0, it starts eating away at my health. When I die, I lose all items in my bag that I'm carrying, but I'm a cat, so I don't know how I'm carrying a bag, but really, let's not go into that, okay? And I end up back at my colony's doctor. He takes some of my mews and bandages me back to half health, so that's nice. This game does have RPG elements as you successfully hunt and forage. As you can tell, I'm not doing a good job of that right now, successfully hunting, that is. As you successfully hunt and forage, you collect experience points, and as you collect experience points, you can upgrade your hunting, your fighting, your swimming, and your foraging ability. You can also buy special abilities that have a limited time use, and then it takes a while for them to recharge. Also, early on in the game, you unlock the temple. The temple is kind of this area, kind of like the town. It's kind of like the town square, quite frankly, where everybody can come. Nobody owns it. Not one colony can ever own it. It's locked. Everybody owns a third of it. And when you unlock the temple, you find out that to unlock the forest guardian, you have to bring these certain items to, okay, see, now I am down to 0, so I have to eat something or else. There we go. Alright, 40, now I'm good again. I forgot to eat. It happens. You have to bring certain animals that you forage or hunt to the temple, and when you produce all the animals needed, you will unlock the forest guardian. Quite frankly, I haven't unlocked the forest guardian yet, so I can't tell you what that's going to do. Probably wouldn't anyways, because it would be a secret that you probably want to unlock yourself. There's also a mine in here. If you have ever played Stardew Valley, the mining mechanic is exactly like Stardew Valley. There are different levels. After so many levels, you get a checkpoint so that you can start at that level. You need to bring a lot of food because it exerts more energy, and there are things that can kill you down there. So, Stardew Valley mining for sure. So Cattails works off of a 4-season year. There's 10 days in each season. We are at the end of spring right here, and at the end of each season you get to come to the temple for a festival. All 3 colonies join in. You get to play some fun games. Each season does have different fish and different plants that you can forage, so it does kind of break up what you're doing. I will say one of my favorite stories is I was just at the end of fall, and I hadn't really done any fishing yet, and I thought, okay, I'll go to the temple, and then tomorrow I'll probably start fishing to see what that's like. And so I do my temple stuff, I wake up in the winter, walk out of my home, and decide that I'm going to go fishing, And lo and behold, in the winter, as it should be, the rivers are frozen over. Go figure. So here is my my den, which you can see now it's a little bit bigger. Off to the left, there's a storage area. You do unlock the ability, I don't remember what unlocked it, but you do unlock the ability to, Molo comes over and says he will expand your den for so many mews. And so I, for 250 mews, have created a storage den. It takes like 3 days for Molo to create that. There's other things you can unlock too, a garden and a nursery. We'll get that in just a second. Here is our colony shop. Ember runs it. I can sell any items I don't want to save, and I can also buy all kinds of different stuff. Some food I can buy. I can buy shiny trinkets for if I want to date some young, eligible, foxy cat. I don't know, I just made that up. Anyways, there's 12 eligible cats in the game that you can choose from. And once you feel like you have chosen the right cat and you want to get married, you can give that fine little cat a rose. That should sound familiar, Stardew people. And Molo here, the keeper of the mines, also the one that expands your den, he will build you a nursery for those fine little kitties that are soon to come. Going on to the map, you'll start seeing different parts of the map here real quick. I just wanted to scroll through some of it. This is the mines. You'll start to see the mountains here in just a little bit. Sorry, no, the swamps here in just a little bit. So the map is 100 squares big, which is pretty big. It takes you a long time to traverse the whole map to kind of see all the bits and pieces of it. And it varies from part to part. It doesn't look all the same. As I'm showing you here, this is the swamp part. You've seen kind of like the river and the temple. The map works off of a game mechanics of kind of just tiles. So as you can see, you move to a different tile and you get to the end. Pretty common. That works just fine. That's not much of a problem. The only issue with it is when you're hunting animals. That kind of bugs me. You'll be hunting that one rare animal you need for the temple, and you just got to kind of creep up on it, and as you're creeping up on it, the animal's moving. If the animal goes into a different tile, it doesn't show up there when you move into the tile. The tile regenerates all new animals, and so you've just lost out on that chance. So I think they could use to figure that out, either not let animals walk over into other tiles, or let them, or somehow help the game regenerate that animal that you're hunting. I don't know. I'm not a developer. I don't know how difficult that is, but it would be helpful. So I'm just going to be honest, guys, in my final thoughts here. I really find this game fun to play, and I don't really know why. I think maybe it's a multitude of things. I'm not a big cat lover, by the way, so if you're like, well, you just have to love cats to play that game. I really don't. I mean, we have a cat. I'm more of a dog person, though. So I don't know what it is. I continually want to come back and see what happens if I open up the temple. I like the challenge of expanding the colony. I want to see what is the next animal that comes up in the next season. Continually upgrading my cat so that he's stronger and stronger. It's just pure fun to play. I mean, the graphics aren't amazing, but they work for what they're trying to do here. The music is enjoyable. It's certainly not fantastic. It's not some kind of orchestra rendition, but it is enjoyable to listen to. It changes during the seasons, and there's different music for different situations in the game, so you don't feel like you're hearing the same gosh awful music over and over. And so that's nice. That's never fun, but it's just a fun game to play. And so it's $15 on the American eShop right now. You can pick it up. If you like Stardew Valley, if you like what you see here, pick it up. It's just kind of good old-fashioned video game fun, I think. So guys, this is Nick from Nintendo Dads, signing out. See you later. Game over, folks.